The UFC has never been bigger. They're exploding in popularity. They just signed an $8 billion media deal, and Dana White couldn't care less. Let me explain what I mean by that. Dana White no longer, he testified just a few months ago in federal court that he no longer has anything to do with the regular day-to-day negotiations for fights, nor the negotiations for fighter contracts. Meaning that while he's the face of the company, the CEO, he doesn't actually have anything to do with the making of fights, with the making of who's gonna be around and why and how much we pay him. The guy is there as a face. You can also see, by the way, judging by the look on his face, he's caring less and less. Now, he's taken the sport, he's taken the risk, he's turning this into something amazing. Him along with Conor really pushed this sport, and I'm so thankful that he was able to create a place where fighters can get paid, fighters can fight to be the best. But when you see Dana just kind of lackadaisically answering media during interviews and kind of brush off every single question and, to be quite frank, just sound disinterested, you kind of start to wonder, man, this sport is on fire. It's the best sport in the world. You just signed a huge deal. Where's kind of the fire in your eyes? So I wrote down several things here. So he's got the rodeo, he's got the boxing, he's got the power stuff, he's got other things going on. I think for him, it's no longer as exciting because the UFC used to be, we're gonna make the best fights. That was their thing. They're not really in the business of making the best fights anymore because it's becoming corporatized. They no longer care as much about making the best fights as they do pleasing their shareholders, whatever that might mean. And so if they can't make the best fight, well, all right, we'll just make something else and they'll eat it. They'll eat it up. They'll love it. So the passion is not the same as it once was. You know, I saw a video, I'm kind of laughing in my head. I remember watching a video of Dana White at the White House. There was some crazy guy, I guess, that ran in with a gun, tried to shoot up the place. The look on Dana's face was pure bliss. You can tell that this guy loves adrenaline. This guy loves excitement. He loves, I don't know how to describe it, excitement. Anything that has to do with testosterone and craziness. You know, rodeo, boxing, power slap. Power slap is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, but he likes the idea. He likes the violence. It's that pursuit of what's exciting, of what do they call them? Adrenaline junkies? I think he is one of those. He's gotta be in like the most intense thing. And for a long time, it was the UFC. It was this mind-boggling, oh, what, you're gonna let adults like hurt each other without rules? That's crazy. So, I don't know, man. When you look at someone like Eddie Hearn, and it's because there is no equal to Dana White in his industry, but the closest thing that maybe you could try and compare would be Eddie Hearn. You look at the passion that's in Eddie Hearn's public life anyways, and he seems to really at least make it seem like he cares about the fighters and the fights, and seems to really show a passion when he does interviews. When you look at Dana, who cares? I don't know. Who cares? You know, and I'm a very big fan of a lot of the stuff that Dana has done. So this video isn't, you know, Dana White's the worst thing in the world. It's just when you have a blooming, awesome sport and you're a big fan of it, you know, where are the media tours? Where are the panels? We used to get panels, you know, panels of fighters, you know, just to talk. Like whether some of them might have a matchup coming soon, or some of them are there just to talk about, you know, upcoming events and do media, talk to us as fans more than just the week before. You know, I like the countdowns. I like seeing, pardon me, I like seeing the interviews that take place and the media that takes place the week following up to a fight. That makes it exciting, that grounds it, that makes it so colorful and interesting. You know, it'd be great if we could get better mic work than some of them put on, but the point is, it adds a story to it. It gives gravitas to it. When you have a guy that isn't that passionate, that trickles down. When you have a leader who's acting a certain way, that will trickle down into every aspect of the business. I think they call it the trickle-down effect. That's about it. Subscribe here. Subscribe to my other channel, Owen Lee Productions. @Owen Lee Productions. I put massive effort into those documentaries, and I'm super proud of, especially the Dustin one. I like where I went with that. Definitely always improving, always trying to get better. We'll talk to you very soon about the best sport in the world. In the meantime, subscribe and go watch my other videos. Thank you very much.